Southern lands. You smell of salt. You look strong and capable. Good in a fight and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment of you is even close to correct, I could use your help. The Konunleikar, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with good cheer. When a king survives to his 10th year on the throne, we celebrate. But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood. The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a decade, but they returned for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and there are rumors of worse things prowling the shadows. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. Let me know what you find. I don't trust these Stormfists. They were trouble a decade ago, and I know that they're trouble today. I feel it in my bones. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage. What do I do? What don't I do? Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other Thanes. Now I'm hosting pack delegates. A lot of political nonsense. Mostly, I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around. Yes, they've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about packed business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane. We don't like to talk about it. But Yoren wasn't the unanimous choice to ascend the throne. The Stormfist clan backed his challenger, and they have been associated with ill omens ever since. Discretion is called for, hence an outsider like you. Yoren's brother, Fieldgore. He desired the throne. Normally, succession is determined by the crown of Freydis, but there were complications. Anyway, the brothers fought, Yoren won, and Fieldgore was exiled. End of story. Or so we thought.
Come on, help us out here! We have deadlines to meet!
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see a fee.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
What do you want? I love visiting the forge. It's always so toasty here. But at least there's plenty.
Who knew party planning could be so much work? It's enough to drive Rigger to drink. If only the mead had arrived. I returned triumphantly from glorious mission to Dark Elf lands, and Thane Mera put me in charge of Skald King's big party. You like a good party, she says. Of course, I say. No one parties like Rigert. Turns out whole thing is mammoth dung. The pickled fish from Lower Jorgrim and the mead from Voljars have not yet arrived. Worse, my dark elf assistant never returned with my fancy Dunmer clothing from Mournhold. Everything goes wrong, and I am stuck here doing organizing things.
Well, if it isn't the new king of the grotto. You ask me, those beasts thought what was coming to them.
Get yourself a drink.
And one for me.
I forgot what I'm drinking to.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful. Cheating at the Konunleikar and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing. I want you to enter the next event, the foot race of the 9 holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the western wall. Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race. You're good at digging up information. We're better to keep an eye on things than right in the middle of the race. I can't post guards at every tower. And as an outsider that no one has ever heard of, your participation should confuse our enemies.
Help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
You don't win until you swallow every last bit of that food.
Red to you. Stop weaving. If you're not participating in the race of the 9 holds, please stand back. I see. Thane Mara is playing her political games again. No matter. As the last racer to arrive, you get to light the starting flare. Get ready. The race begins as soon as you ignite the flare. Rules? Haven't you ever ran a race before? You have to run along the outer walls of the city and must pass through each of the 9 towers along the walls. 1 for each hold in Skyrim. The first racer to pass through the 9th tower wins the event. One more and you'll be good looking.
What?
Thanks. It's the rare soul who stops to help an opponent. Treachery. An orcish arrow. Poisoned. I drank a potion, but it didn't help. I'm finished. It's too late for me. You need to listen. I saw where the assassin fled. To the south, away from the city. They must be hiding nearby. Avenge me, champion. Avenge!
What do you want?
Another dose of the cure.
What happened to you? You were doing so well. Why'd you stop running? Another murder? In broad daylight? Thane Mara just left and she wants to speak to you. And she needs to hear about this anyway. Hurry and meet her in front of the palace.
I could use a break.
I forgot what I'm drinking to.
What a race! I saw some of it, and I was informed of the outcome. I have eyes throughout the city, of course. Another blasted attack. You showed compassion, abandoning the race to aid another. Empathy is worth as much as strength, in my opinion. Now about Hadring. We need to find his killers and bring them to justice. Someone must have seen something during the race. The assassins fled after their cowardly attack, but every rat has a hole to hide in. You must find that hole. I don't want you to just find the assassins. I want you to hunt them down like the rabid dogs they are and dispatch them with haste and extreme prejudice. Do we understand each other, champion? I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Karl of Windhelm. Dispense your authority as needed, and deal with this as quickly as you can. Well done. I'll mobilize the guard to prevent any more Stormfists from getting into the city. Go south and find the assassins. Bring me back something I can show to King Yorin to let him know we've taken care of this problem.
I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Let's drink to the ladies. Hi there.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see a people.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck. King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders... Fieldgore has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late. Fieldgore is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhill fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fieldgore has returned. What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manner can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king. Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs.
And I don't see a people.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Do I know
Red diamond, the heart and soul of man. Red diamond, red
Your prowess is impressive, champion. Come up here so that...
The Stormfist cheated. These Nords have been poisoned.
Your brother Filgor sends his greetings, false king. He wants you to know that he has returned from exile to claim what is his by birth and by right. Your rule is over, pretender. Prepare to die.
Poison? Filgor? What is the meaning of this? Guards! Seize that woman!
For Filgor! For the rightful king of Skyrim! Show no mercy!
This was a message from my brother. One I wasn't meant to survive. I feared this day would come. A mere scratch. Nothing more. The Stormfist clan's assassins are dead, and that's good enough for me. I guess I've become too complacent, while Filgor's hatred has obviously deepened and festered. After dear Nirnhild fell in battle, my brother and I threw back the invaders. Afterward, we disagreed on who should succeed our sister. I believed in diplomacy and wisdom. Filgor believes in rule by force. I couldn't let him take the throne. When I won the throne, I was forced to exile Filgor. He never forgave me for that. So I assume he returned to take the throne. I wonder what he has promised his Stormfist and Orc allies. I need to think about this. Please tell Thane Mera that I'm fine.
You're back. Tell me, is King Yoren well? That's good to hear. You don't know how relieved I am by this news. You risked your life even though you had no duty to uphold or vow to keep. to me that makes you the champion of the day. While you were aiding the king, a runner arrived from Fort Morvenskar. The fort is under attack. Fildgor and the Stormfist clan are certainly behind the attack. It can't be mere coincidence. Windhelm must be protected, but we can't abandon the fort.